Hello, and for the King's 2013 Maths Idol, I've chosen the ancient Indian mathematician Aryabhata, a chap who we don't know much about as a man since he was born 1500 years ago, but what we do know is that his maths is integral today and that it has lived on, and I shall explain. Basically, if you wanted to do maths back in the day in ancient India, you would have used these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These squiggles are the Brahma numerals. Similarly, if you wanted to do it in Rome at the time, you would have used Roman numerals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One number, however, that was missing from all of this was 0. And this is where Aryabhata comes in. He was the first person who is certain to have used 0. This comes from the mathematician of today, Georges Imra, who has studied his works extensively and knows that he couldn't have done what he did without using 0, the importance of which I shall explain. To use the example of our river there, if we were to say that 1,089 salmon swam down there every day, to write that in Indian would be perfectly easy. You just do 1, 0, 8, 9. If you were in Rome, however, this would be more of a challenge. You'd have to write out, well, MLXXXIX, 7 numerals rather than 4. Now, it might seem a big pain when it's only one number, but if we're doing reams of calculations like ancient mathematicians would have been, then it becomes an issue. It becomes a logistic nightmare and you're spiralling out of control into a sea of numbers. But mathematically, 0 is hugely important. It gives you a decimal system, 0.1 for instance. And it was with this that Aryabhata was able to come up with an approximation of pi, 3.1416, which is more accurate than I ever need use so far. With this, he was able to move on to bigger maths. He was able to calculate to 1% of accuracy the circumference of the Earth to work out that it spins on its axis and revolves around the Sun 1,000 years before Copernicus and Galileo in the civilized world ever came up with it. He even moved on to sine, the very basis of trigonometry, the basis of all engineering that stops bridges collapsing and buildings crumbling. These are the building blocks of maths as we know it. They're not flash theorems, no, but these are the things on which all flash theorems are based. And without Aryabhata, we would be hundreds of years behind where we are today, the advancements we are at today. For after all, he was the man who invented 0.